I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's.
See, what that tells me is... What that tells me is that you're probably telling me there was a world that was going to die, or probably is dead now, and you still took money from them that they needed. You cared more about the debt than the safety of that world. Okay, yeah.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
Yeah, well, you're obviously not trying to protect the people, so obviously you're more of a deadbeat than I am.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
Relatively peaceful? When you say that their future has already been bought, ooh, I really don't like this.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
I don't know, maybe the pet's got more heart than the owner.
Look, that big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, I guess that's that. We're on our own now. Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
I want to speak to the manager. Topaz just lets you do whatever you want?
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon! Re-energize!
So newly departed.
Get them!
Let's make it quick.
You can still walk away. Calm your body and mind.
A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame! Just a scratch.
720, what? What the hell does that mean? What the hell is he about to do?
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
I won't go easy on you. I'm
Blade
fine.
fodder.
That won't stop me.
Let's go. Batter up.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, what did stand up? Oh, of course.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. You know nothing of the weight. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Ready for death.
I'm scared.
Stay put.
Protect me. Protect me.
Leave the rest to me.
Should have died from that man.
More than that.
Get them.
Man, synergize this.
A blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Why did that guy on the far right not move? Go down.
Just a scratch.
Let's begin.
I can do this. Give me strength.
Ready for death.
Really?
Rules are made to be broken.
Such cowards that you just can't do this on your own.
You've outstayed your welcome. Yeah.
Leave it to me. Calm your body and mind.
I'm gonna hold everything. Somebody help me.
Oh, there we go.
Don't come any closer.
Move aside, amateurs. Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all. You know nothing of the weight behind this. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's make it quick.
Eh. We're culture shock.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
What kind of
Give me
ability is
strength.
that?
Tedious.
That won't stop me.
You
Excuse me?
Batter up!
What was that sorry excuse of an attack?
A blade of moonlight.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
Yeah, and look what you did, dumbass.
60%? We're done for. Attention all personnel. Evacuate the mine immediately. Erase all traces of your presence.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
are we
what's
all
going
good
on?
here, or what?
Are my headphones, like, finally going out on me or some shit? What was that static for?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
You are better off asking Bronya.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
Where are you, Martin Jupiter? Are you alright? Bronya, we're in the underworld right now. The IPC people took over the Great Mine. We just kicked them out. I see. You were with Zila. How are things going? Did you get hurt? Don't worry, we can totally handle this. I'm sorry, we weren't able to persuade Topaz. No worries, Jupiter. This wasn't your responsibility in the first place. Something just happened here and I can't explain it clearly in messages. Could you come back to Quaipa Fort? I need advice from you two.
Huh, I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
Ugh. This whole IPC business really grinds my gears.
These guys don't look pleased to see us.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further. Miss Topaz.
Bellabog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Great! Wow!
See you later, Captain.
Wow! Ooh. Calm. Calm. If I lived alone, I would have screamed after I said that.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
I mean, seriously, how do people... How... No, I shouldn't even ask. I've asked this so many times when people were down bad for Scaradouche and Genshin. A completely despicable character. Oh, but no, let's love this guy.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once.
I'm sure we can turn things around.
They're moving quickly. Bellabog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation.
Sadly, there's no great assets around here.
The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry.
Yeah, no, but let's just turn all the robots on the guards and let them probably get killed. Yeah, that's no different than attacking the citizens.
Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
What does this say? I don't read Honkai.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents. And then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life.
Oh boy, here we go.
In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries.
Before you finish, let me tell you why the IPC came in here and probably saved your world, so they can have another avenue to make money. That's all. That's all. Money. They didn't save your world out of the goodness of their heart. And if you see it that way, you are so dumb. She probably doesn't see it that way. But just because your world got, quote-unquote, saved? No, don't even give me this bullshit.
Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC.
They went after people who had no other avenue. That, of course, they would say yes, and you would practically make them their slaves. You went... Those people had no other options. They needed something to save them or they would die. Belobog probably doesn't really need your help.
2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important.
You're just doing it all wrong.
I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again?
Bro, if the IPC is here, what the hell were they gonna do? You needed a Stellaron to beat a Stellaron. That's the only reason it was stopped.
I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurilo 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians.
I don't think you really understand. And why does it keep sounding like there's rain playing when she talks?
But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
She's a smooth talker, but that doesn't mean she's telling the truth.
I agree. But it struck me as an honest letter. I found the contents quite moving. It's hard to imagine she'd write something like this just to deceive me.
Oh, Bronya.
In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
I trust your judgment more than anyone else's.
I trust her judgment too, but what if this decision is too much for one person? The impact of this choice could haunt Bronya for the rest of her life.
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapothfort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
It's time to race against the clock.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
You know, I find it
All
funny.
If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right?
Oh, jeez.
Let's start with the overworld.
Oh, jeez. I probably am gonna screw this up. Like, bro, we have 3 factions in Honkai Star Rail that is trouble. The Stellaron Hunters, the Annihilation Gang, and the IPC. That is 3 people that we are having to go against. And then Genshin, all you have is the Fatui. And then, well, whatever else is in the way. Like Conria, I guess. Well, the Abyss. This is just some bullshit, I tell you. It all rubs me the wrongest of ways.
Well, look who we have here! You and March paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
We need your opinion on an important matter.
Uh-oh. Sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What?
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them.
Yes, sure. But then you have at any moment the IPC can be like, hey, guess what? This place isn't gonna make us enough money, so we gonna dip, you're gonna die because we're taking everything that is useful. Which means everything that keeps this place alive could just be gone in a second. Because they would just take it all. And you would have no say in it. You could not fight it because they own everything. Your freedom will be gone the moment you sign that contract for the rest of your life and your generations of other lives.
As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them.
Not if they've already taken the entire damn land.
You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
I can't believe... I didn't... What? Payla,
We meet again. How have you two been?
I need your help.
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
We need your opinion on an important matter.
Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Payla. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Oh my god.
Huh. Okay.
It's just gonna be everyone
Any
agrees, isn't
particular
it?
reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside, and that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of.
Yeah, well, you're really not gonna have a future you can't be sure of agreeing to this.
If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I could probably have been more agreeing to this had the IPC sent here actually been kind and not thought of, I kill first. You know? They'll kill first, or they're gonna go through drastic measures. Like... ooh...
I see. So compared
So much
to
anger
a
is welling up.
distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
So much anger is welling up within me right now. Like, you are fucking kidding me. How can they just... Who are we even gonna talk to over here? I don't think I have time to talk to them in this video, at the very least. You? Well, that's all I have time for in this episode as of right now. Oh my god, this quest is pissing me the fuck off. This is really pissing me off. I hate this. God, this sucks. Well, with it being, it's about 1 a.m. If I go and actually record that Thigh Mesa game as a way to see what I am gonna be getting myself into, like how difficult that game could be, I have about, if I do 5 recorded videos on that, it's gonna be 1 a.m. by the time I start recording it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I will be done by 3 a.m. if things even go well. But that's the thing, I'm getting so pissed off at this, so I'm gonna go play something else so that I can calm down. But the game I'm going to play is a game that is a Dark Souls clone, which means it's going to piss me off, so... I'm really great at picking my ideas of games to play.
'Cause every night I will save your life.